980 Harrison Ave.
You got a K1, man. Yeah, that's going to the radio show.
The water and sewer building. Looks like they got the customer entrance on the other side. Let's see if they're open. Something to the infrastructure there. Not too sure what they're doing. I know they were looking for some investors to maintain or manage their parking lots that they have, so not too sure. Let's see what they got going on the side. Get a brief tour of the building while we're here, if they're open. It does say enter, so we'll check it out. Lots of different hydrants right there to check out too. All visitors must shine in and show ID. What's happening? Just come and check out the building, see the scenery. I gotta sign in and show ID? That's what it says?
Where you heading?
I'm just walking around the building in general, just to see public accessible areas.
So like,
Delta
the first floor is like, if you want to pay your bill and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then if you got like any questions for customer service, the second and third floor, that's like engineering.
Engineer, oh, no, engineering is good.
So
Oh,
like, you would have to have a permit to go.
you have a permit to go up there, you said?
Yeah, you would have to like have an appointment.
Appointment, oh. So if I just want to just walk.
If you have any questions for customer service, you only show your identification.
Oh, okay, so I talk to them and see what they say. Okay, cool. I check them out, see what they got. That's employee access only, right? Gotcha. All right, thanks, appreciate it. Doing a lot of construction over here, so that's one thing they're doing. It's an engineering department. That's a good. I might have to talk to some engineering. I'm not too sure what that's about, but it's information. Oh, here we go.
Charlie 421. Go ahead. Ma'am, can you log off ID number? No, I'm sorry. Can you log off Charlie 421 days for me, please?
Cool.
120, a medical assist, 27 Fraser Street, Dorchester. Thank you, God, a medical assist, 27 Fraser Street, Dorchester. Your response
It's the application.
So the fee that you gotta pay today is gonna be $150. You're gonna pay it when we're done. It's $150.
So this is the work they're doing in the lobby there. Not too sure what they're doing, but they're doing something. We'll find out later on at a later date. Something to do with the overhang, it looks like, but kind of hard to say. Some more information over here. Don't dump. I don't know if you guys can read this because it's going to be kind of dark, but let's see if we can read this.
Can you log off ID for 168378 for me, please?
I guess that's readable, yeah.
All right. Oh, no worries, you as well. All right, bye-bye.
Another one saying scoop the poop.
I have it.
There's interesting stuff here. This one is another interesting one.
Not yet. I gotta give you an invoice. I'm just telling you, get ready to print it out for you.
How can I pay? Give it.
If you pay by credit card,
Keep wipes out of the pipes.
or you could pay by cash.
I like that one.
You could use your credit card, but they charge you $4.90.
But I can give a check.
You could give a check, yes. I'm coming. You gotta wait.
You gotta wait for her, she's gonna come back with this stuff.
This one is another one. Might as well get them all.
Yeah, that's if you have a check, so they won't charge you.
Delta 20.
I'll be right back with you.
Good afternoon. Can you put me on 5 School Street?
I'm hoping that's legible. It looks like it is. Maybe I can get that to stay open. Interesting stuff here. Alright, it looks like all the literature they have. Actually, something on the back too. Hold on.
So take that to the payment booth right there. And then don't forget, you can call me, just call me if the check code and they change it, okay?
This is important phone numbers in different languages.
That way, because what happens is, once we do it and it's not the correct
thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you don't wanna have to pay 150,
Yes,
you know,
thank
multiple
you.
times. So, 1 second.
Okay, cool. Not bad. Oh, here's another one. Well, this is small print, so you may not be able to see all this. Trying to scan through it real quick if we can. Some of this might be readable, some of it may not be, but kind of get the idea. You kind of stop and pause at the part that you find interesting anyway.
Charlie 421, Code 8 Taylor School, please.
And this is a lot of literature to read though, so guys, just...
Oh, this is the...
Take us off on the street, 46 Dwight Street, Mass Reg 2, X-ray, X-ray Mike 63, occupied 310. Bye.
Do you want to see the receipt? Okay, so when are you going to go?
Oh, we don't have to come out. We read it from inside the office here. We don't have to come out to the property at all.
Around when? What
So
day?
I have to tell
Like-
so you said the 15th?
No, we...
Oh, let it enter your water. That's good to know too.
But we move it very quickly.
There's different ways let it get into your water too, guys. You know, through piping, could be through a reservoir, could be through a water heater, cross-contamination, quite a few different ways. I've seen that before. looks like this is one more page. So we're done with this literature. Sorry to bore you guys, but you know, it could be some information for someone else other than ourselves.
It's just the cookies that when they play with you have to take into account. Why you call homeowner name? Like you just was rude for no reason. Why you call
And I can read that thoroughly. There we go.
That's our job, sir. When we go back.
Delta base.
The MWRA. That's the Mass Water Resource.
How you doing? Excuse me.
Yeah. What's up? Just document some literature over here. What's going on? You good?
Yeah, I'm saying like, are you gonna ask him like any?
Yeah, I'm asking a question in a second. Give me 1 second. I'll be over there. They may not be able to help me, but I'll ask them. Give me 1 second. All right, that's pretty much this. Let's go see if they got some. I don't think they have the information, but maybe they do.
This is within MVA. Milton Ave and Stockton Street.
So let's go there and check and see what they got going on. This is where you make payments and customer advisory. I got a question. How would I find out more about the MWRA Water Resource Project? Who would have that information?
Probably from the MWRA, that's probably where you get the most information.
Aren't they working that with water and sewer? That's kind of conjunction with water and sewer, isn't it?
Well, we actually buy our water from them.
Right, but it's a project. Are you aware of that project's going throughout the whole city of Boston?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
if you say so, I'll ask them.
All right, cool. Because it's a big, major project for the last. Sure. I document a lot of stuff in the city of Boston. Yes.
Oh, you one of those people who go around documenting all the city buildings?
I do document a lot of city buildings. Yes.
Yeah, they be on YouTube.
The auditors. I'm not really an auditor though. I know what you're talking about. I don't do too much auditing. I could do that, but I don't really do auditing.
Do what? Oh, do that. But then you don't know the name of the project though.
It's called the MWRA project, but it's the project on Blue Hill Ave. You can't miss it. Right down by Dudley. It's the big construction in the middle of the road. All the bumps and machinery in the middle of the road. It's been going on for the last 5 years. Everybody knows about it. If you live in the city, you had to see it.
Operations, can you please free up ID 135?
But I don't do that. I might do those too. I might do a couple of audits here and there.
Engine 10, a medical assist, 208 Washington Street, Boston. Engine 10, a medical assist, 208.
The way it looks like is they're getting water from different.
Well, they do get from the. You're right. They do get the water from the MWRA.
No, what I'm saying is that the new water,
The Quabbin Reservoir.
it's saying the new water, ready storage tank will be filled with water drinking water and will serve Quincy, Milton, Brookline, Roxbury, West Roxbury, McLean, Raleigh, Mechanical. I'm sorry, I didn't want to ask about something.
Right. I got you.
So let me see if I can find.
And I do know this year they announced they took out the fluoride out of the water. Did you hear that?
What,
They took the fluoride out of the water, supposedly. I don't know to what extent.
I didn't hear that, but the way the dentist says it's not good, we should have some form of fluoride.
Well, yeah, it's good and bad. You know, I don't know how much fluoride was in there, so I couldn't say was it good or bad. I know it's a certain percentage that's bad and a certain percentage that's good. Fluoride is supposed to help purify the water, right? Fluoride is supposed to help purify the water, almost like chlorine does, but it kills some kind of bacteria or something in it. I think so. I gotta check that out. Interesting. Now, to talk to somebody in engineering, I gotta make an appointment to them to talk to.
You can walk up there, you can take elevator to engineering, it's on the second floor.
Okay, cause I got a question about, like, it's more engineering about
Yeah.
hydrants and how far they're supposed to be from the curb, and that's more of an engineering question. I know you wouldn't have the answer for that.
As long as you sign a book, anybody can go to engineering, yeah?
Oh, okay. And what time they close?
5, the whole building closes at 5.
5 o'clock. So I got about, I don't got that much time, do I? I got about 20 minutes.
Yeah, because they'll tell you, sir.
They tell me to get the heck out of there. Okay.
Well, most of them might be gone.
No, there's a lot of information out there, things that I don't know, that I try to get questions and answers for. I wish I knew everything. I don't know everything. This is something else here too. This is in Spanish though, but for the Spanish viewers. I'm not too sure what that means, but say no to fog. I'm not too sure what that means. Interesting. It's all literature to learn. Not too sure what this is about either, but say no to fog. Falls, oil, and grease.
You know you can take those, sir, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna take them. I just wanna cause I know what I have a bunch of literature sitting in the house that I won't.
Okay, so what happened, what they said basically was, you would have to contact them because it's not us that.
So contact the MWRA.
Yeah, you gotta contact them because it's their project and they're the ones that know like
Who's in
the
charge?
contractor is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so right now, if you see like their sign,
Uh-huh.
it's more about what they're doing. Like I said, we run our.
No, they actually have the water and sewer sign up there. That's the sign they have up there. I gotcha. But
Contact them in regards to it. So,
all right, no problem. Now, are those the same people that are up in engineering, or are they different people?
they're different people, but I'm gonna tell you, they go to you right now because they came
I'm gonna go up there.
Be honest with you, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go up there though. If they give me a hard time, they give me a hard time. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Be like, she has 514 and I'll lock everybody down.
No, okay. Hey, she said to go to engineering, take this elevator to the second floor. That sound right? All right, I'm just gonna go up to engineering and take.
You show your ID and sign it.
I gotta show you an ID. You gotta take my word for it, or you gotta see an actual ID. You gotta see actual ID. You know that's a violation of the Fourth Amendment, right? You know that's a violation of the Fourth Amendment, right?
How you doing, sir? I just need to
How you
see your
doing?
ID.
So I'm gonna show you your ID. Hold on.
Sign your sign.
You have to see it, or you have to. I have to. You gotta pull it out of the. Hold on. You gotta look at it. You gotta document it.
Then I need you to sign it.
Sign in. You go up there.
Date, time.
Date, time. Okay, hold on. Today is the what's the 24th, right?
Yep. April 24th, 2023.
And time is 16:42. That sound close enough?
4:43.
42, 43. Close enough, right? All right, man. Appreciate it. I'll take a quick walk up there, see if they get some information for me. If they don't have it, then I'll be back down quicker than I should be. Take care, my man. I'll take a quick walk up here and talk to some of the people in engineering right quick. I have a couple of questions though about the hydrants and like I said, I don't know the answers to all those things, so I'm gonna try to get some of those answers. There was a gentleman, I wish I remembered his name, that works in water and sewer, and he was very helpful a couple of years ago with a lot of questions I had. See if I can find someone in engineering that may employees access only, so you can't go that way. So this would be the accessible area. Engineering, there it is, customer services. See if there's anybody. Hi, is anybody from engineering still around, or they all go home yet? They all went home? I have some like general questions about like the MWRA project they have on Blue Hill Ave over there. You know that big project they got over there in, on Blue Hill Ave they're doing, where they're digging up the whole street.
Yeah, no, we don't, we're Boston Warrens.
Right, but aren't you working in conjunction with that?
We usually do, yeah.
Because the big sign that says, nothing says the NWRA, it all says water and sewer.
Oh, okay, Boston Water and
So
Sewer.
all the labels say water and sewer, so I'm assuming it's more your job than their job. But my question is what is that they're doing? Are they separating the drinking water, wastewater from
Wastewater, yeah, storm water from sanitary.
the sanitary water?
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
what they
5-year, 6-year project they're doing, right?
Yeah, I don't know the whole project, but that's
Yeah.
generally the rule. Separation means separate storm from water.
Right.
Rainwater goes into the Neponset River.
Gotcha. And I understand that part, yeah. And the other question I had is hydrants. Do you know how far the hydrants are supposed to be from the curb? And
I
as
think it's 18 inches, but don't like from the center of it.
from the center. And the other question is, how close can something be to a hydrant? Like, can someone put a mailbox within 3 feet of the hydrant?
Mailbox?
And light poles and stuff like that. Because I go around the city of Boston, and I see a light pole here and a hydrant like right next to it. So if a fire hydrant was to be accessed, you access the front of it, the main, but the side one you can't access it because there's either a mailbox or there's a light pole.
Never asked that question.
But there has to be a standard on how close they're supposed to be to the
It's
hydrant.
usually 3 feet to keep so the guy can turn the
Right.
wrench.
And that's the problem. It's not 3 feet.
Yeah,
So who enforces that?
the fire department would probably make sure that it's not close enough so they can work
So
on
if I call the fire department, they're documented. But there's a light pole I could show you right down in Back Bay.
it. Right.
They put a light pole right next to the
I would go right to that firehouse.
That
A lot of
firehouse?
times there's a lieutenant in the firehouse.
yeah.
And you could say to him, hey, that might be a problem for you guys down the road.
Gotcha.
That pole is.
And I see the mailbox too. They put a mailbox like right on
I know, yeah, I know.
1999 Mass.
Yeah,
What's that? Columbus Ave.
yeah,
Directly right next to the hydrant. And I'm like,
Yeah,
who does that?
yeah.
So when you see that, I'm like, who governs that?
Well, I mean,
Hi, you're filming in here?
Yeah.
And you work for the city of Boston?
I don't work for the city, but I'm kind of like an overseer for the city. I make sure the city of Boston is doing what they're doing right. Yeah.
Okay, you gave our guy downstairs a hard time, and
No, I gave him a hard time.
yeah, he asked me to come and talk.
He said I gave him a hard time.
Yeah.
When you see the video, I did not give him a hard time.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
you don't need to. You don't.
I did
Need
not
to,
give him a hard time at all.
I don't think you should be sick.
Actually, well,
This is
this is public accessible, right?
are you asking questions? Because
Yeah.
if you're not here to ask questions, then I'm going to ask you to leave.
I was asking. You see me asking questions, right?
Yeah, I did see you asking questions, but are
Wait
they
a minute.
general questions or are they
No, they-
questions pertaining to?
They're general questions. They're important questions of the city of Boston. They're very important questions.
Okay, they're very important questions.
Very important.
You
For
work
the-
for the city of Boston?
No, I put
Because
this way.
You clearly have.
I put it this way. I hold the city of Boston accountable for what they should be doing right or if it's wrong. So I'm the guy that's going to come in, and if I see something wrong, I'm going to say something. If I see it right, I'll commend them on do something right. So like in the situation we're talking about, there's fire hydrants around the city of Boston that are being obstructed by light poles, tree branches, all kind of stuff that they're putting close to the fire hydrant when they should have access to them.
Yeah, the telephone poles was there a long time ago.
No, this one is new. There's one that they installed.
I think it was there before though. There was probably one.
I can tell you the one I seen in the Back Bay was installed after the fire hydrant was installed.
Okay.
The mailbox I seen on Columbus Ave was installed after the fact.
Well, I think the fire department works with the city to make sure that none of this stuff impedes their ability to do their job.
And I know what I
that's
do?
what the fire hydrants are for.
And I will talk to the fire chiefs of each department and ask them, are they aware of that?
Okay.
And if they are, then maybe we have to change it.
I have a job to do.
Right.
I hope you're not wasting their time.
No, I was literally asking them legit questions.
Okay.
Like, if you have any questions that you can answer, because I got a lot more questions if you got time.
I work for Boston Water and Sewer Commission, but
Yeah.
I'm in the security and facilities.
Oh, so you're doing security? So
Yeah.
so
I get a phone call from the guy downstairs.
if that guy's telling you I gave you a hard time, he's lying to you. I tell
we
you,
had an issue with somebody before.
I know who you're talking about. That's not me. I'm a different person.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. But my question was about the MWRA, the water. Are you worried about that program they have right on Blue we have over there?
I don't work.
It's right. If you look up the window, it's right up here. You literally can see it right up there.
Yeah.
If you go down Blue Ave, like at Dudley, and going up Blue Hill, all the construction in the middle of the road there.
Yep.
So they're constantly breaking up the street, causing gas leaks and everything. I don't know if you're aware of that. Every night the fire department's out there. Neighbors are calling the National Grid because it's gas leaking all over the place. It's been like that for months, weeks, days at a time, haven't resolved. So who do we talk to about that?
MWRA.
But if you look at the sign out there, it has water and sewer all labeled all over it.
Okay, so are we doing that project or is
I
it
don't-
MWRA?
Well, it
So
says
we replace pipes.
right, and that's what y'all.
That's what we're doing. That's what we do. We replace pipes that are
Right.
that are antiquated or they're backed up or whatever. That's the only time we go underground.
And that's what. Okay, I've talked. Like, who's in charge of this? Like, who will be in charge of this? Or-
You'd have to make it. It's John Sullivan. He's the chief engineer, and you'd have to make an appointment.
so I try to contact John Sullivan.
Yeah.
Maybe I can sit down and talk with him and find
John
out.
knows everything about every sewer line.
And matter of fact, he might be the guy I talked to on the phone a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Is he the guy that goes out and like, say you got a complaint about a manhole cover that's not fixed the right way? Is he the guy that go take pictures of it and
No, that's
reports
the
to that?
safety department.
So this.
This guy knows every bit of sewer in the city.
So-
His grandfather and his father, his grandfather, his great grandfather, and his father before him all worked.
So that's the guy to talk to, John Sullivan.
John Sullivan.
I'll talk to him. I'm Nez Porter, by the way.
Very nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Listen, I just got a job to do.
Yeah.
So you understand?
Right. But no, I never come anywhere to give anybody a hard time. That's not my
I
intention.
really appreciate that.
If you see me give somebody a hard time, let me know because maybe I can use some correction myself. No one's perfect.
I really
But if you see me like out of line or being disrespectful, Nez, N-E-Z.
Nez, you really have a great attitude.
Nez Porter.
Everyone in the world was like you.
I wish everybody was like me too, but take care, buddy. Be safe.
Thank you, guys.
All right. And I don't know. Did I give him a hard time? I'm gonna ask him. Did I give him a hard time? Because now you guys seen the video. You tell me if I gave him a hard time. I showed him my ID. I signed in. I'll ask him nicely. And if he thinks I gave him a hard time, I will apologize to him. Hey, my man, did you say I gave you a hard time?
Basically, I explained the rules to you. You went in there, and then you came out, and then you still try to give me the whole Fourth Amendment thing. I think you trying to have everything documented.
No,
I'm just trying to do my job.
Yeah, but you see, I did sign, right?
Yeah, but look, the thing is, why you trying to come out and give me a hard time? I wasn't trying to give you a hard time.
No.
When you first came in, I said the second and third floor, I just need to see your ID. I do that with everybody.
But I did comply though, right? I did comply. I didn't give you a hard time. All I did was say,
It's like, oh, that's a violation of my policy and all that.
No, I said it's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. But no, I didn't give you a hard time. I just made a statement. I said, that's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. Now, I could have said I don't have to show ID to enter a public building. That'd be giving you a hard time. But I
could have denied access to it.
But then when you do that, then you're denying service. You know what I mean? Legally, you shouldn't deny service.
Look.
But I'm not giving you.
I'm not denying service. But look, I just want you to have a great day.
Right, and I have a great day all the time, and I'm not trying to give you a hard time. If you think I gave you a hard time, I apologize. My job is not to give you a hard time. My job is informing the people of what's going on. I mean, my job is not, like you do security. I know that's a tough. I've done security. I do security now, so I know that's a tough job. You deal with all kind of people, all different walks of life. Some people attitudes, some people cussing and swearing and all that kind of stuff. And my job is not to give it any harder than what it's supposed to be. If anything, I can make your job. Right. If anything, my job is to make your job easier. You know what I mean? So I don't come down here with the intention to give you a hard time. If anything, if I know something, I see somebody doing something wrong, I might say something just to correct it if I think it's going to correct you. Right.
Like you doing that wrong.
But if I gave you a hard time, I want to apologize, man, because my intention is not to give you a hard time. And you see it on, just see it in my YouTube channel later on. Just type in, wow, what am I going to title this under? Just type in External Affairs Porter, visit the water and sewer company. I don't know what it's going to say. It's going to say something water and sewer in it. Find out information about water and sewer, something like that. But just type in External Affairs Porter on YouTube. You see it.
It ain't that too bad about coming for your YouTube channel.
Nah, but you did a good job, though, man. Honestly, I don't think you gave me a hard time. I hope I didn't give you a hard time, but next time we'll meet on better terms. Take care, my man. All right, you too. So he didn't really say I gave him. He said I gave him a hard time because I told him it was a violation of the Fourth Amendment, and technically it is. To be honest with you, because you're not supposed to show ID unless. Only time you should have to show ID is when you're being arrested, I guess, right? Or unless you're going to a nightclub. But see, you surrender that right because you're entering into a private establishment too. So whenever you enter to a private establishment, technically you surrender your rights briefly to gain access to fall into those guidelines. Say if you're going to like an airport, for example, you have to go through that baggage claim. At that point, you're surrendering your rights to get on that airplane. because those are the kind of policies they have. But other than that, you know, you can always get a cab or something else, or a bus. So basically, I was talking about the MWRA project. I think I did a video on that yesterday. You'll see it. The MWRA project that's going up Blue Hill Ave, to get all the stuff in the middle of the road. I think that gentleman was informational. The first guy I was talking. The second guy, he was more of a security guy. But either way, all right, guys, I'm headed out of here. Just want to show you a little activity going. And by the way, I see something in the Boston Bay State Banner about the city of Boston is looking for some investors to. I guess there's 3 lots around this building here, and they want investors to develop it. And now what they mean by develop is probably building a building on it. So somewhere behind this building, to the left and to the right, they are going to be developing, I think it's Old Glory right there, by the way. They're going to be developing the lots, and I'm not too sure what they're going to put there, but they have the city of Boston want developers to look into it. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. All right, guys, we're gonna head up out of here. Get you guys on the next one. Got police coming. Looks like transit. They come in hot. That's actually state police. All right, guys. We're gonna call this one. This is a pretty decent video, very informational. I'm gonna talk to the other gentleman. I think his name is Sullivan, but I'll give him a call later on. Talk to you guys later. There's Porter.